Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Fallout 2 Blind. I'm still in Klamath, exploring the town, so let's continue. The mailbox is empty. You get the feeling it has been that way for a while. You see one of Klamath's citizens. Buckner House always gives me a fair price on my goods. Okay, and it seems this is the Buckner house, so let's visit it. You see a sturdy older woman with a tired smile. Hello there, my name's Ardin Buckner and this is my place. Say, you didn't see a trapper named Smiley out of town, did you? Half to herself. He's been gone for far too long. Never should have let him go off on that fool quest of his. Smiley? No, I have not seen a trapper by that name. Tell me about him. Well, Smiley and me were getting downright serious with each other. I thought I had finally gotten him to agree to settle down here and let me run the place. But he said he needed to go off on one last quest. So I guess the housebroken comment, because the notice on the notice board mentions that Smiley has been housebroken, which at first I assumed to be a reference to slavery, because obviously housebreaking is something you do to animals. You housebreak dogs, for example, to make them behave, to make them relieve themselves outside and all that. So I assumed at first it was a reference to Smiley being a slave, but I guess it's a reference to him being this woman's intended. She actually wants to marry him, and I guess that was a joke about how she has molded him, well enough into her sort of preferred state, so that she considered him suitable to marry and settle down with and start a family with. Well, quest? Well, he called it a quest. He told me he knew where all the Golden Geckos come from, and he wanted to find out for sure. He thought that maybe it was some kind of a mystical spring, or maybe a hidden cave or a vault of some kind. Well, I don't rightly know about all I don't rightly know what all he said, but he seemed real excited about going. But I shouldn't have let him go. He's 2 weeks later getting back than he should be, and I'm worried. I'd like to help. I could look for him. For you. Oh, thank you. Let me mark it on your map where he talked about looking. I sure hope you can find him. He isn't much, but I still love him, and I miss him more than I thought I could. Please find him for me. I'll do what I can. Let me ask some questions first. How may I help you, friend? I was wondering if you're the person to talk about local news and events. You should talk to my daughter, Maida, about that. I don't really keep track of what's going on lately. Too much just keeping an eye out on my own business. Okay, I'll do that, but I have some other questions. I'd like to buy something. I just handle the rooms here. If you want to buy or trade, talk to my daughter, Maida. Okay, thanks. Let's do that. Let's talk to everyone, actually. You see an older man with a scraggly beard and a big red nose. Howdy, stranger. My name is Whiskey Bob. What is yours? My name's Trevor. Nice to meet you, Whiskey Bob. Always nice to find another drinking buddy. Wanna buy me a drink? Talking always makes me thirsty. Sure, it probably isn't going to be expensive, and maybe he can open up more, give me a quest or something. Thanks for the drink, partner. Now that my whistle's wet, I feel that I can share a little problem I have. Hey, maybe you can help me out. How can I help you out? Well, you see, I have a little side business that I need some help attending to. I have a moonshine still outside of town that needs to be fueled every so often. Since Since a gecko done bit my leg, I can't hobble out before it runs out of fuel. If I tell you where it is, will you refuel it for me? It's worth $50 to me. Sure, that doesn't sound too bad. Tell me more. All you have to do is find a little shack south of town. Go inside and dump some firewood into the still, then come back here and I'll give you your money, but it needs to be done within the next day, or my batch of hooch will go bad. Let's try haggling a bit. $50 doesn't sound like nearly enough for a job like that. Well, you're a sharp deal maker and there's no denying it. Okay, I'll make it 65. Will you do it? Okay, I'll do it. Okay, let's try haggling more. Although at some point he might get angry and stop giving me the quest at all, but it doesn't seem to be that interesting of a quest in the first place, so I don't want to do it for that money. My time's worth much more. Well, mister, maybe I'll be seeing you around here later. Bye. Well, I guess he got annoyed, as I sort of imagined. But maybe I can talk him back into giving me this job again. Hello there, fella. Back to see you, Whiskey Bob again, huh? Ready to talk about drinks and business and such like? Sure. Tell me about drinks and business. Okay, I kind of wasted $5 because he wants another drink. Sure, if he pays me 65 and I'm still 55 ahead. Sure, Bob. I have a problem. Yeah. How can I help you? Blah blah blah. Tell me more. Oh, but I can't haggle for it now, so I guess I'll have to do it for 50. Which is still, I will be still 40 ahead. That sounds pretty easy enough. Okay, I'll do it. You'll do it? Great, remember, you gotta do it soon or my batch will go bad. Thanks a heap. See you back here soon. Happy to help, but first, tell me a little what's going on in town lately. All sort of things going on hereabouts lately. We've got brahmin mutilators, walking spirits, gigantical rats, and missing people. Some even say that Den's involved. Tell me about the brahmin mutilations. They say that the creatures that look like giant man-shaped bugs in a shell and everything are mutilating brahmin at night. All they find are the torn open, horribly hacked up brahmin corpses. That sounds terrible. A few people have seen the bugmen, but the one who's got the best look was Thor, the Buckner's boy. What he saw scared him half out of his wits, and the poor lad is a bit shy in that department already. Okay, let me ask about something else. Tell me about walking spirits. There's a canyon just to the west of town that had a bright light in it a few months back. Ever since, every now and then, there has been a horrible squeaking sound that comes from the canyon. Brahmin that wander in don't come back. Everyone's afraid to go near. Surely that's a sign of spirit infestation. If only you had a competent shaman. Tell me about something else. Gigantical rats. I've got to hear more about those. Well, out back of Trapper Town, just the west of downtown, there's a back section that's overrun by rats. The further back you... What? The further back you go, the bigger they get. Some say that there's one huge rat, a spirit that's leading them all. Some of the trappers won't even stay there anymore. They say it's too dangerous. Trappers ousted by rats? Tell me more about some of the other things. A den? What kind of den? Not a den, the den. You'll not find a greater hive of scum and villainy, which is a quote from The New Hope. That's what Obi-Wan said about Mos Eisley Cantina, right? Now, where did I hear that? Yeah, you heard that in Star Wars A New Hope. In any case, it's a rough sort of place. Few days travel south of Klamath. Anything can be had there for a price, even slaves. But you have to be careful there. Lots of short tempers attached to dangerous weapons. I don't think they have much to do with us, though. We're too poor here. I think I'll be safe enough here. I know how to handle myself. Missing people? Tell me more. Lately, we've had a couple of people go missing. A trader named Vic, who specialized in pre-war stuff, and one of our best trappers. Tell me more about the trader called Vic. Well, Vic was quite a fella. He didn't like to work too much, so he would specialize in expensive pre-war things and then go sell them to the den, or even hawk them to stupid tribals as religious artifacts. He chuckles to himself. Oops, no offense. Anyhow, I haven't seen him for a while. Last I heard, he went south to sell some stuff. Maybe to the den. Well, actually, he's pretty spot on, because they've literally sold our tribe, a tribe of Arroyo. They've literally sold them a metal flask from the Vault 13 as a holy artifact, and they literally do treat it as a holy artifact. So what about the missing trapper? The real person to tell you about the missing trapper would be Mrs. Buckner. She and Smiley were pretty close. He went north to look for some cave of the Golden Geckos and hasn't been seen since. That was a while back too. Okay, interesting. Tell me about something else. I need to ask about something else. Have you ever heard of something called the Garden of Eden Creation Kit? Well, why, I think I saw one of those listed on a page of an old catalog I was looking through while I was sitting down out back, but I don't know much more about it than that. Really, I would like to see that catalog. I kind of used to that page to take care of some business, if you know what I mean. Damn, I thought I was so close. I guess that's enough disappointment for now. Goodbye, Bob, because I've asked all of the questions, right? Yeah. So that's all. Well, mister, maybe I'll be seeing you around here later. Bye. Okay. Let's talk to this guy. You see someone relaxing. Wanna play a game? Hope you like our city. You see someone who could be a trapper. One of our best trappers is missing. You see a tall man with facial tattoos and a large bone through his nose.
What can we and I do you for?
Who's we?
The spirits with me, friend. They be all around. Sometimes talk.
What spirits?
Spirits be everywhere. Travel with we and I. Grampy Bone do most of talking.
Who's Grumpy Bone?
Him strong spirit. Much honor carrying him.
Wait, you mean that bone in your nose?
Keep him close. Easier to touch his spirit. That's why he talk the most.
I can only hear you talking so far.
We gon' get along just fine.
Okay, can I ask about something else?
We and I know many things. Travel from great saltwater to home of biting lizards.
Tell me about the Great Saltwater.
The tribe's home is next to great saltwater. 2 moons from here, friend.
2 moons? That's a long way. How did you travel so safely?
Friend with all the spirits walking with me. Not afraid to travel anywhere.
Okay.
We and I be glad to answer.
Biting lizards?
Geckos. The little dudes don't bite hard. It's the goldens. They go through your leg like an old pipe stem.
Okay.
We and I be glad to answer.
Why did you travel so much?
Trader named Vic supposed to be here. He be saying he know about slavers. We show up, didn't peep him. Get pretty hot.
Okay.
We and I be glad to answer.
What are you doing here?
Slavers got our sis. Thought Vic be having information. Couldn't peep him. Got PO'd. Drank like a fish. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out, and now we have to pay some coin to make it right.
You're looking for your sister.
Sis went trading at another village and never come back. We and I go look for her.
What did you find?
One survivor. Dude was in bad shape. Said evil warriors came with magic torches. Fire would lick tribe warriors and they'd go to the spirit.
Magic torches, you say? Evil warriors. So is that the enclave? You know, with guns? Because obviously, if you're primitive enough of a tribe and you've never seen a gun, then it's pretty much magic to you. It's like magic missiles of fire. And I've seen the enclave kill civilians in the intro already, so... What about your sis?
The evil warriors tied up the rest and took off. Sis with them. Friend, we be finding her or dying trying.
Okay, so the slavers, because I don't think the enclave would keep slaves. Like, what use would they have for them even? Sounds like slavers to me. Have you found out anything about them?
We and I know they're slavers at din. When we're free, we're out of here.
Okay, I want to ask about something else.
We and I be glad to answer.
There were other questions down this.
Slavers got our sis. Thought Vic be having information. Couldn't peep him. Got PO'd. Drank like a fish. Spirits of anger and chaos pop out, and now we have to pay some coin to make it right.
You have to pay for damages.
We owe made a $350. You heading south? We'll walk about with you and look for sis. You having $350?
Well, I don't. If I did have that, I would probably give it to him, because it seems he would then join me as a companion, and I could help him find his sister, and he could help me fight. But I don't have that kind of money, and probably won't have for a while. Maybe so, but let me ask some other questions first.
We and I be glad to answer.
I'm interested in some local information.
What can we and I do you for?
Where can I find a trader or a healer or a room?
So many questions. Maida takes care of trade here, and her mother, Ardin, takes care of the rooms. No shaman in town, but you may be able to trade for medicine.
Okay.
What can we and I do you for?
Ever heard of a Garden of Eden creation kit?
Never heard of it. But Maida's been keeping us busy.
Who's Maida?
She's the boss. We pay off and go find sis.
Right.
What can we and I do you for?
What's going on in town?
Oh, busy place. Bugmen snatching cattle. Spirits walking. Smiley missing.
Tell me about the bugman.
Tor be telling us about bugs that walk on 2 feet and steal brahmin. Shook him up.
To be honest, that's weird, because sure, he's simple, but it's weird to me how he would confuse the small red scorpions are pretty small, and they are not man-shaped at all. So unless he was talking about death claws, because death claws are vaguely humanoid, they walk on 2 legs, and upright. But I didn't see any death claws, and to be honest, that's for the best, because they would have slaughtered me at this point.
You have more questions for Sulik?
Walking spirits. Tell me about that.
The canyon east of Herd area is supposed to have a walking, howling spirit, shaking the locals. Grampy Bone don't say a word though. You have more questions for Sulik?
Who's Smiley?
Smiley's a good hunter. Say he looking for the Golden Gecko's nest. Didn't come back.
Okay, I guess that's all I need to know for now. Goodbye. I do want to help him, but I don't have that kind of money. You see a plain-looking, sturdily built young woman with a scowl on her face. My name's Mathilda Buckner. I take care of trading and drinks. What will it be for you, friend? Well, what do you have to sell? Some flares, a first aid kit, stim packs. Okay, this is a regular spear. I can sell that. And I can sell those. How much for the meat? I will keep one. Maybe I needed to give to a dog or an animal or someone. What do I want? I guess I do want stim packs. Oh, this is not going to happen for quite some time. Neither is this. So I guess I'm going to just simply take money. Although I am going to buy a rope. It's very expensive, but in Fallout 1 there were plenty of occasions in which how much? 61. There were plenty of occasions in which you needed, well, a couple of occasions at the very least, in which you needed a rope to progress. You tied it to something and you climbed down. So I presume the same kind of thing might happen in this game as well. Okay. Okay, that's good trade. Let's talk. I have some questions for you. Questions, huh? Well, get it out. Get on with it then. Talking to you doesn't get my work any closer to being finished. Have you ever heard about something called a Garden of Eden creation kit? The only way I know to create the Garden of Eden is through plain old hard work. That's something you tribals just don't seem to understand, but I guess that's the difference between civilized folks and ourselves. I'm not going to argue with her about whether we are primitive or not. Like, I don't see much point in that. So whatever. Tell me about something else. Tell me about Sulik. Sulik's a tribal that has been working here to pay off a debt you foolishly incurred. He is not a slave. We don't have slaves here in Klamath. Paying off a debt? What do you mean? Well, you see, Sulik got real upset one night and had too much booze. Then he was good and drunk. He busted up the place. He did nearly $500 worth of damage. Just now getting the place repaired. Why did he get so upset? He said he found out that his sister has been kidnapped by slavers, but you'd have to ask him to know more about that. He's here until he can pay off the rest of the damage he did while he was drunk. How much does he have to work off? He still has to pay off $350. If he weren't so lazy and shiftless, it would have been much quicker for him. He is not living here until the debt is paid in full. That's a lot of money. I think he's going to be here for a long time. Well, he may be slow, but he does sort of grow on you after a while. Looks away wistfully and flustered. Oh, interesting. So I guess she's kind of infatuated with him to a point, especially with the looking away. Now that's enough jaw-flopping. Do you need anything else? What if someone else paid Sulik's damages? I don't know why anyone would want to pay off his debt, but they could. His bill comes up to $350, but he wouldn't want to do that. He would only get into trouble again. Well, I don't have that kind of money anyway. Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't have that kind of money to spare anyway. I will eventually, maybe, if I get enough money. But for now, I guess that's it. Maybe if I, because Smiley is this woman's father, right? because she's this woman's daughter, right? Am I getting that correct? So, although wait, that's impossible unless she's a daughter from a previous marriage, because from a previous relationship, because obviously this woman has been thinking about getting married to Smiley, but I don't think they would have been in a relationship for long enough to have an adult daughter already, and even and only now started to think about marriage. Like, that would be kind of weird. Okay, Vix, that's a crapper, a bathhouse. Let's check that, I guess. You see a plump older woman with a large nose. My name's Sally Danton, but most call me Big Nose Sally. I am the owner of this here bathhouse. We have a whole houseful of special attended baths for you to pick from. What kind of special attended baths do you have here? The special baths we have available vary in cost by the amount of time the gal spends with you and any special advantages you would like to take advantage of. So it is basically a sexual thing. Like, maybe not a straight up brothel, but I assume some kind of an erotic service is being provided. To be honest, I'm not that interested, especially because it probably will cost me much. But I'm kind of worried that there might be a quest hidden in here that I can only discover if I attend. So how much for that? You mean I get to be with a real life girl? Sign me up. That sounds kind of needy, but oh well. Let's check how much. The baths that we have available are washcloth hand wipe, brief full body wash, and lastly the round the world full squeaky clean servicing offered by the beautiful and talented Jenny, recently trained at the finest house in the den. Okay, this is disturbing, because this is implying that this Jenny woman is a former, like, a pleasure slave. Like, I think this is implying that she was trained in the art of whatever that she does. It doesn't necessarily have to be sex. It might be just, vague kind of erotic interaction, but not necessarily sex itself. But still, it implies that she has been trained to do that, and then specifically they said it's a place that's full of slavers. So that's kind of, I'm uncomfortable with that. Although I guess she's free now, right? They said they don't have slaves in Klamath specifically. What about getting a discount? Well, now, it wouldn't be fair to discount any of our services. My gals are well worth what they charge. I guess that's fair enough. Beautiful and talented. I've got to hear more about the around the world full clickies queen wash. Real bargain for only 125. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. At least not yet. Maybe once I'm swimming in money, I will go back and check it out. I don't think I will ever need 125 bucks worth of cleaning. I'm going to to leave before I get myself into trouble. I'm sorry we couldn't help you out. Come back later, though. Can I talk with any of them, regardless? Hello there, mister. My name's Jenny. Looking for a good scrub down? Well, actually, I just have a few questions I wanted to ask you, if you don't mind. What would you like to know? I'm looking for a trader. Know any of them that deal in old items, like from before times? You're interested in traders, huh? Well, I mostly just worked with one trader. Vic was his name. He always had extra money to blow. At least when he worked, he did. See, he specialized in really old stuff. You know, technical thingies. Okay, tell me more about Vic. Vic was a real sweetheart. He would go off for weeks at a time, and then come back with all kinds of before-time things. But he often had to travel to the den to sell them. Not much call for that sort of stuff around here. Okay, where's Vic now? I don't rightly know where Vic is. I know he has a house just down the street from us, to the east. He could be out trading with tribals or even in the den, for all I know. I hope he's okay. He was getting to be more than just a steady customer to me. Okay, I hope he's okay. For your sake. I have other questions? Now, there was a question about Vault-Tec, right? If I chose this, and then this, did Vic ever have anything that was labeled Vault-Tec? Vault-Tec? He might have had something like that. I'm not sure. I know that he did have a lot of really old stuff. Okay. Jenny, have you ever heard about something called a geck? A geck? What's that? Some kind of a small gecko, I guess. Sorry, I don't know. What else would it be? Okay. Do you happen to know how to get to the den from here? The den is a hive of scum and villainy southeast of here. I guess about a week or so? Don't remember too clearly. Anyhow, it's an exciting place. Dangerous, but exciting. Sorry to leave there, in a way. Okay, so that puts me at ease, kind of, because if she was a slave, I doubt she would have been reminiscing about her time in the den with, like, wistful nostalgia or whatever. So I guess he wasn't. She wasn't a slave then, which is, you know, nice. Okay, tell me about the trappers. Well, there's not much to tell about the trappers, really. They get a few gecko pelts, or get lucky with a few golden geckos, and then they come in to blow off some steam. Quick and not too demanding, just the way I like them. Okay, I guess that's all I need to know for now. Well, it's been nice chatting with you. I better get ready for another customer, though. Goodbye. You know how to whistle, don't you? What? What does that mean? I don't quite understand. But the dog is blocking my way, which is kind of annoying. Come up and see me sometime. Oh, this one has a full, like, rack of tools. Is it a BDSM thing? Like, is this a dominatrix? You see an attractive young woman. You want me? Well, not particularly, to be honest. Maybe later. Maybe later. Hello there. You're here to barter for some of our all world famous Danton dry meat? I was curious about all the brahmin you have out back. They don't seem to all have the same brand on them. Does that mean he stole them? Or, like, what's the significance? It just caught my eye, this line of dialogue, because it's so unrelated to anything else. Let's ask that. Huh? What the hell do you mean? They are all ours. What I mean is that some of them look as though they have a different brand that someone's clumsily branded over. Okay, so again, this might mean they are stolen. You better just push off, or my brother and I are going to pound your little head into a jam. Okay, this implies they are doing something illegal and wrong, because why would they, if they did nothing wrong, why would they get so angry and defensive about it? They could just explain themselves and you know, that's it. You and your brother, are you afraid to take me on all alone? Chicken noises. Do I want to fight him? I don't know, I didn't save. It's probably wiser not to, especially because I only have 8 hit points. I need some information, and you just better tell me what I need to know. I don't think we're going to tell you anything. What do you want to know anyway? Any work around here? I don't think there's any work for you here. Yeah, I guess he's pretty angry at me now. Well, you're here to buy some dry meat or what? Dry meat sounds interesting. Tell me more about that. Well, our dry meat is an incredible blend of 11 herbs and spices. Oh, let me tell you, it's finger-licking good. That's a reference to KFC, which I kinda wasn't expecting, but animals love it too. They will chase you from all over to get some. Must be that rotting smell. Okay, that's probably not the best advertisement I've not the best advertisement I heard. Really fascinating. Tell me more. After a long day in the brahmin pen, we get some choice boot scrapings to flavor it with. What? Boot scrapings? It's made from beef aged over 6 months and tenderized by the choicest of horse-life maggots. Okay, disgusting. Let's talk about something else. There's nothing else like it anywhere. It's unique, and most people are happy it's like that. Okay, do we have anything to sell apart from meat? Oh, you have a cat's paw magazine, but it probably increases my stealth, which I don't particularly want or need. That's all I need to know for now. Goodbye. I will come back later maybe and confront him about possibly stolen brahmin. Golden Gecko sign. Oh, what's this? This looks like an old coffee table, low to the ground for those really short mutants. What do mutants have to do with that? What's this? Is the hammer? Difficult to tell, but I'm not going to steal that. Oh, there's some blood coming out of this locker. Is there a dead person inside? Well, there's some jerky, but I kind of don't trust it. Like, it's obviously kind of weird. Bones. You see the bones of a large two-headed cow. Ah, so maybe this is just a butcher's shop. Yeah, jerky. Okay, so maybe those are just brahmin bones then, and brahmin meat. I should probably heal. I mean, drink this to get rid of the poison. You see a bar patron looking at you. Don't need your kind here, Tribal. You aren't my kind of drinking buddy. You see a tall, graying man with a tankard of beer. Well, it's just an educated opinion, but I can see by the way you move that you could do with a few pointers. Pointers? With what? About the sweet science, of course. The sporting art. The art? You're talking about magic? What? What are you talking about? Oh, the art too of hand-to-hand and combat. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I guess I could use some help with that. Well, let's go outside and see what I can teach you. You see, it's all about getting the whole of your body to snap just like a whip. Uh-huh. Oh, damn it. You probably shouldn't have done that. Several hours later, because I only have one day to solve that problem with the distillery, right? See what you were doing wrong then? That was great. Let me give you 10 bucks of some brew on me. It's the least I can do. No, I could not take money from you. It was my very own pleasure to teach you what I know. You take darn good care of yourself now. You've got real potential. That's great. Let me ask you one thing though. Where did you learn to fight like that? That was a long time ago, when I was a wee young lad, and didn't have any sense in my thick head. A place called Reno. You could keep your nose clean and stay away from the likes of that place. Where's Reno? I didn't want to tell you. Just get on now. Just keep out of harm's way. Goodbye. Okay, thank you again. Goodbye, John. John Sullivan has helped improve your melee and unarmed combat skills. You gain a 150 experience. Okay, can we talk some more? You mentioned something about art before? Okay, I guess he doesn't have anything else to say. That's potentially useful. Like, I'm currently mostly fighting unarmed, or I guess I can try with melee as well, with the upgraded skill. Because I still don't have a gun. Goody two-shoes type here. Feeling unwelcome yet? It's an interesting way to phrase it. Oh, the dog is blocking me again. Okay, let's talk with the bartender. Hello there, friend. A little bird told me you know where old Whiskey Bob has his still. I would like to know where that is. Why do you want to know where that is? The story is that Bob's homemade hooch is making people sick. I'll pay you 50 bucks just to know where it is, and then we can get the town council to shut him down. Smiles warmly. To be honest, that sounds like a ploy. Like, this guy is a bar owner, right? So he probably wants to destroy it because the other guy is a moonshiner and he's his competition. Like, it's not like this guy is the mayor of the town or anything. I don't think I'm going to tell you for now, unless I discover some proof on my own, you know, in an independent investigation, that it is indeed making people sick. I don't think I should tell you where the still is. Forget I mentioned it then, not a big thing. Smiles. You don't seem to be popular in this part of town. Well, maybe the jury's still out on you. How can I help you? I'd like to trade. Do you have anything to trade? I've got all kinds of things here. Healing supplies, booze, all kind of stuff. I've even got special sources, you might say. Always willing to look at a good gecko pelt, too. Special sources? Then you should be able to give me a really good price. I don't know what you're talking about, kid. Do you want to trade or not? Yeah, I want to trade. Let's see what you've got. Anti-rad. Spear, some booze. How much for a jacket? For 100 banks. I don't have that kind of money. Okay, I can't afford that for now. Thanks for your help. Goodbye. I will go and ask... Oh, I have not been here, right? You see one of Klamath's citizens. Watch out for the rats in Trapper Town. Before I explore the rest of the town, I would like to do with the quest with the distillery before the time runs out. But first, let me try asking this guy if he knows anything about his booze getting people sick. Finished fueling my still? Now I don't reckon that you have yet. Well, be sure and come back when you have. Okay, I can't ask him. But I guess there is no solid proof of that, and as I said, the other guy seemed immediately suspicious to me with his overly cordial attitude and the fact that his job is a bartender at a bar. So the guy would be his basic, I mean would be his natural competition. Wait, where's the still? Where is it? Refuel the still. Yeah, but it isn't marked on the map, so... Is it somewhere in town then? That's the den. Toxic caves. I doubt it's in here. Why would it be in a cave? I guess let me... Klamath Falls welcomes you. Okay. I guess let me explore the rest of this town then. And we'll see... if it's maybe somewhere over here. You have entered a wooded area. Okay, there's some geckos. I'm not in the best situation here. Is there anything that looks like a moonshining shack? Actually, yes. Because once I fix it, I might rest. Oh, frick. I think I'm screwed. Once I fix it, I might rest until I'm healed, because it's the only time critical thing right now. I still have a very low chance of actually hitting. So maybe I'm better off with unarmed. Because at the very least I can actually hit with an unarmed attack. But I'm also dead. I'm pretty sure. You see a wall. Where is the door? Is there even a door? Like, there has to be a door. I can see some objects inside. I guess it might be on the other side in itself. See some boxes that are falling apart from weather. Yeah, but I'm also dead, as I said. I don't think even the healing powder can save me. Although maybe it can. I guess it remains to be seen, as always. It depends on the crits. I'm super dead. Yeah.
The wasteland has claimed your life. Arroyo attempts to send out others to search for the geck, but they die quickly, and the village soon follows.
Okay. Let's try again. So the spear is kind of pointless. Okay, I'm dead again. If I can only fix this, then I can sleep until I'm healed? Because this specific thing is time critical, right? You see a distilling device. Okay, seemingly nothing has happened. Not sure I can do it. See, this device is operational. I'm doing it. I need to feel how much this is. That's too much. Be honest. Yes, it's problematic. It was for 10 minutes. You were set and I was like, no. Please, please, I should do it. It was really soon. This is improving over the situation so far. This again, not so much. I'm thinking 5 for it. Yeah, again. Like, you can't do this. Not this. Oh, not for that. Okay, that was fortunate. I see a distilling device. I guess I have to gather some firewood and use the firewood on the device. Right. It sounds as though the hooch is distilling nicely now. You gain 100 experience points for refueling the still. Okay, and there's also some actual moonshine here, right? So I could probably sell that. Okay, so that's great. The question is, can I sleep now? Rest until healed. Okay, I've literally... I really hope there's no time limit in this game or something for my village to die out, because I literally spent like a week in this shack curing my wounds, basically. Which does not seem like the wisest choice. Okay, I'm dead. I'm super dead. I guess I can always return later. The geckos are probably not going to disappear. Because for now, fighting them is a bit pointless. Like, the amount of effort I need to put into it is a little bit ridiculous. For a relatively small gain. So, let's return to the moonshiner. Thanks. Now that I don't have to gimp out there myself, even though it did cost me 65 bucks, here is your money. Any questions I can answer for you? Yeah, tell me what's going on around town lately. Okay, I asked all of those questions, and the only thing I did want to ask more is the fact that some of the guy at the bar claims that his booze this guy's moonshine is basically poison, but it seemed to me like he wanted to get rid of competition more than anything else. Okay, I guess that's it for now. And there is still part of town to explore here, right? You have entered a canyon near Klamath. Oh, that's a destroyed Vertibird and an enclave soldier. Interesting, and a Mr. Handy. I wonder if it's going to be hostile. If so, then I'm kinda screwed. I can't let you do that, Dave. Yeah, I am definitely kinda screwed. Although it was critically hit for 23 hit points, so provided I can survive the next round, I may be able to kind of salvage this. I'm not sure how many hit points does a Mr. Handy robot have. I should probably heal though. Okay, that one crit was not certainly impressive. Critically hit for 10 hit points, minor damage. Yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I don't think I can defeat it. Oh. Robot was hit for 5 hit points and killed. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. So, let's explore the crashed Vertibird. You see a remnant of an enclave guard, yellow reactor keycard, an electronic security key, color-coded yellow. Okay, that's certainly important, right? You see a remnant of an enclave guard. Okay, can I use it on this? Nope. Well, but it's certainly important for something. Of that I am quite certain. So I guess it's good that I picked it up. But that doesn't explain... Whoa. That's a major lag. That doesn't explain... Where's the rest of the town? Like, this goes to the geckos. This goes out. Oh, I guess it's still... There's still this. You have entered Trapper Town. Okay, but I am going to explore this next time, because this episode has been more than long enough, so I'm just going to save and end it here. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!